Okay guys, I'm going to do another quick video. This one is on Microsoft 365 portal. So everybody should already know their username and logins. And once you log in, this is the screen you should get. The PowerPoint, even if you don't have PowerPoint, I prefer you to do it here. So you see it has PowerPoint right here. So you go ahead and click on PowerPoint. You go to a new blank presentation. It's going to open for you. And it gives you a blank presentation to work on. Over here, it gives you suggestions. These are suggestions. This is not something you have to use. If you find something you like, you are more than welcome to use it. Keep in mind, though, you really want the PowerPoint to be about your country. So a random basketball might not be the best choice. The title slide, you can do a picture of your country, something in your country. I will show you how. Or you can just do a pretty slide for your intro. So it gives you a place to write. So I'm going to put Puerto Rico, and over here we should have my name. All right, so we've got that slide done. And if once you do that, it will give you a few options over here of other ways you could do it instead of having it like that. So if you see one of these that you like better, it'll do this the whole time you're on here. You are more welcome to choose one of these. If you click on it, it will change this to your slide. So now you see, the only thing you do need to be careful of is my name is in white and it is extremely difficult to read. Puerto Rico is big enough, so it's okay. So if you change the color, it will help it stand out. You want to be able to read, make it a little bigger, change the font, something. You want to be able to read it. And if you make a picture of the background, you need to make sure your print is legible. So we've got the first slide done. So then we go over here to where it says new slide. So we click new slide. It gives you options. The easiest thing to do is title and content to make sure that's highlighted. Click add slide. So it just added this slide. You can give it a title. So we could put food. You can center it if you want it centered. Here's your alignments. We can put it centered. If you want to make it a little bigger, that's good too. You can be creative with this. Again, the key is being able to understand your information and read it. So we made it a little bigger. So down here you can type what your food is about. If you want to add a picture, we want to go over to insert. Click insert. And you want to go to picture. Okay, so click picture. All right, so you can choose this device. So it's something you've already got saved in on your laptop or computer. OneDrive, it's in your OneDrive, or from Bing Pictures. So I'm just going to choose this device. And then you go over to choose file. And here is where you choose the file. You figure out where your file is. Find the file. I'm just going to use this picture of this church. Obviously, it's not food related. We're just going to use that picture, and it's going to click open. And you're going to click insert. And then it placed the picture for you. Over here, it's going to generate some suggestions. Every time you go to your file, you place something, it'll make a suggestion. So you've got all these suggestions of how you can have it designed for you. So if you want, this could have been a picture of some food. You could have the name of the food and description of the food underneath it. Okay. So again, when you're finished with the slide, if you look up here, it says saved, but it says presentation 2. You need to change presentation 2 to the name of your country. So I'm going to put Puerto Rico, because that's my example, okay? And then hit enter. And now it's saved as Puerto Rico, okay? So you'll be able to find it, but you need to save it as your country name. When you go to add more slides, you again go back to new slide, table and content, add slide. And then it gives you another slide. It gives you choices. If you want to go to design, it gives you some choices here as well. It gives you choices here as well. Again, the best thing is if you can have pictures, you need to have pictures on every slide. You want to be able to people to visually see what you're seeing about your country. So the food, maps, flags, pictures of your tourist things, all of that should have pictures with it. Pictures of what their money is when you tell what it's worth. All of that is super important. So my slide is saved. And I'll show you how to get into it in a minute. But this is the key thing I want you to make sure you know. This is how to send it to me. Okay? So go over here. And I hit the wrong button. I'm sorry about that. I need to go to File. Go to File. Go down here to Share. Click Share. Over here you want Share with People. So it's going to come up. You are going to type my name. Krystalell. And that's me. It's got my picture next to it. Crystal Ellison, teacher. Click that. And then hit send. And it says sent. That's it. That's all you have to do. So again, you go up to File. Go down to Share. Go to Share with People. And if you don't remember my first name, I think you can find it just under Ellison as well. And you probably have to scroll down if you just put my last name down to where... There I am. And you click on me, and then again, send. Okay? So, say that you've worked, this is what you've done for today, and you were done for today. You want to close it out. Okay, and we're going to go back to the main screen of the Microsoft 365. So, we've logged out, it's another day, you're coming back to work on it. You've just logged back in. There we go. And so here it is under recommendations. It's got my Puerto Rico file. Okay. If you don't happen to see it right there, you can come down here to recent. You can see it down here. If you click on this, it should open this up for you. And actually I opened up the files, but that's okay. So we're just going to X out of that. Click on the picture. Of course, it doesn't want to work. triple line. So there it is. Hit the triple lines, open in browser. Sometimes, you know, computers don't want to work properly. There we go. So there it is again. So let me close it out again. And we're going to refresh. There it is. Let's see if it wants to be nice and work this time. Click on the picture. No, that's okay. So we'll do the same thing we did. If it wants to give you this error code, don't panic. Just scroll back down here and go over to the triple lines by the name of your project. Click open in browser. And then it opens. So these, again, you can get errors. If you have trouble and you need a question answered, I will be super glad to answer it. Please let me know. You've got 3 weeks to work on this. I didn't want to overload you with massive amounts of things. So you've got, you know, time to do some research. It might be easier to do all your research up front and save things into a file on your desktop so that you have it all there. Or you can do one slide at a time, research for one slide, work on it. Totally your choice, okay? But message me if you have any problems, okay? Have a great evening.